Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Hope everybody's doing good. Oh, take a break. I'm tired already. Been up since 5. I don't know.
Kind of tired this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Stop
I
it.
don't have a good reason to be tired. I just am. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
Well, I think it does. Morning, Maggie. See here what we can do. He always wants me to switch accounts. Switch account. Chick Picker. Trying to get the chat up. Shouldn't take that long, but oh my gosh. Stop it. Stop it. Crazy. Crazy.
What's that?
Oh, just trying to get the chat up, and my YouTube wants to run. It's a little irritating. Pop out the chat. Just trying to get everything in order. Let's see. All right, I think we got it. We are good to go. How's everybody doing? Everybody hanging in there?
I'm here. I'm just
do a little self-check.
Check.
Yeah, I'm tired too. There is Sally. Oh. What the heck? Where's my sister? What have you done with my sister?
It's
Elvira.
It's Elvira.
It's long.
It looks long.
It is really long.
Do you like it?
That's right.
For Elvira.
I think it's a little long.
How long is it?
We'll see.
Princess of Darkness.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's long.
I'd be catching in zippers and stuff like that. I'm just saying. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Mom used to have super long hair like that.
I remember why I don't like long hair. It tangles super easy.
Yep, it does.
Like with it just sitting, like, draped up. See, it's already freaking tingled. It's just tingled right there. I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, I was watching John Johnson's latest video, and his wife was in there with him, and she has long red hair.
Yeah. That's crazy, Julie. I don't know how you you do such long hair.
Well, probably 90% of the time she has it in a bun. Ooh, gotta love
Yeah.
that in the morning.
Get it?
Get it?
That's 3 sales for today.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Shirley.
I put the link in the chat if y'all want to come on in.
Shirley.
Yeah, I haven't.
Shirley?
I haven't got the thing of keeping it in place,
Yeah.
because it's kind of, see right now, I think it's crooked. Oh, that should be
That's just
fine.
your head.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sorry. That just slipped. I just went, "Blah." Just kidding.
But I'm like, I gotta freaking brush this a little
Like a-
bit out, because I can't stand it being tangled like that. And see, my hair doesn't, like my real hair doesn't tangle at all.
Well, because it's short.
I never find tangles in my hair. You just have to be really easy. Yeah, I'm getting another one today.
Are you?
It should be coming.
That's kind of cool.
And I didn't pay a lot for these. I just paid a little bit of money for them.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's kind of something to play with.
yeah, it's yeah, it's really long.
Well, do you have like a cap on your head?
Mm-hmm.
You have like a wig cap?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a lace wig, so it does clip in the back underneath. Just like my blonde.
It looks good. It looks good.
I think so.
Yeah. Like with
Think
your
I could pull
facial-
it off?
I think you could. I think maybe if you were able to do like layers, like long layers with it, so it's not so, have a little body to it, it might work a little bit better, but it looks good. You have a good facial structure for it.
Thanks.
It's such a shock seeing you totally different hair. Yeah.
You're all surprised?
Surprise, surprise, surprise. Look what I got.
Guess what color the one I'm getting today is?
Red.
Ansley, you better watch what you're doing. You
What
just
the
erased
heck?
Fishing and Pickens' message.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's on.
Natalie. Oh.
Oh, she hit him too. She put him in timeout.
Dang. Shooting from the hip today, huh?
Are you watching us in your pocket today, girl? Hey, Ansley. I know. You typed out Fishing and Picking. It's gonna get you back. You know that, right?
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
But yeah, it's different. But the one I'm getting today is light pink.
Light pink? Oh, that'll be fun.
It's like the color that Julie used to have her hair. That light pink, remember?
Yes. I do remember that.
Yeah, it's a wig.
Kind of a cotton candy type.
I mean, come on, you see me yesterday.
Morticia.
What was yesterday?
Huh?
What was yesterday?
No, he's Fishing and Pickens said he didn't know I had long hair.
Oh,
I said,
gotcha.
come on, you just seen me yesterday.
But you could have had it in a ponytail or something.
I ain't trying to like do all that, you know,
No, I like it though.
so you can see my cap now.
Yeah. It's probably the headphones that are kind of pulling it
Yeah, maybe.
back, I would think.
And I'm not used to this, so I'm gonna be taking it off here in a minute. That's a really good thing about these things. You get sick of it. You're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. And then you got wig hair. Getting wiggy with it.
He says, yeah, but I was drunk yesterday. Okay, that explains it. Yesterday, by the way, I totally messed up my schedule because I have to work tonight too. So
Oh, do you?
yeah, see,
Oh
I
man.
didn't want to say because I thought, what if I'm wrong, you know?
Yeah.
And I was wrong. As soon as I
Get it?
got to work, get it. As soon as I got to work, I was like, ah.
One more night.
Yeah.
And then what? You get 3 off?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, actually, one of our aunts got stuck in a outhouse.
Who?
She was Norma.
I don't remember that story.
You don't remember that story?
Mm-mm.
Mom used to tell me all the time that Aunt Norma got stuck and she was like 5 or something.
Did she like fall in?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She was so little.
That
She
would
was so
be
little
that
that
would
she
be a
fell in and
shit
and
storm.
then everyone had to get out there and get her out.
Oh my gosh. I can imagine that, I mean, since you brought that up, I can imagine that there's been some like, people that haven't survived.
Yeah.
I mean, if they get stuck down there and they can't
Well, I mean,
swim.
it's probably just really stinky.
Oh my god, I can't even fathom it.
I know, me neither. It's not hot really. I
Right.
mean, but it's not warm here, so
Yeah.
I couldn't say.
It'd probably keep your head warm.
Yeah. You like it, Hank? She said, ooh la la, Sally.
See, our mom used to have long hair like that
Yeah.
all the time. For a lot of our years,
Yeah.
And then she just got tired of it.
Yeah,
And
she once she started cutting it and then she started perming it, and it was just so short anyways, so that when she went really, really short one time and she's like, oh, I don't know what your dad's gonna think about this,
he
and
did not like the short hair at all.
and
At
then she got cancer and she shaved her head bald,
all.
and then she dyed it blonde.
Mhm.
She went crazy with that, but she was like, I don't freaking care.
Mhm.
I did not care. So she had Kwanda dye her hair. Yeah, this is coming off in a minute. But it's fun to play,
Yeah, something different.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll have a different one tomorrow. It'll show you. That one's long too, but it's kind of, I don't think it's as straight as this one. This one's like really straight.
Yeah, the other one might have a little curl to it. A little bit of a curl.
But yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I mean, I'll be right here, but you know.
Okay. So how many got going out today, Todd?
16.
Ah!
Wow, that was quick.
I know.
16 going out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh,
16?
man, I thought
Yeah.
I would have you beat again today, but no,
It was a good sales day yesterday.
that's great. These video games are really paying off for you, huh?
Yep.
Perfect
I
timing.
believe I don't keep real good records. I just remember some. I think this is probably my second best month ever.
Mm.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Whew.
My best month was that 2018 December when we did the
We did the
watch
watch.
auction on your channel.
Yep.
I had 2 different watches that sold for.
Oh, yeah.
The one was like 3,600 and the other one was like 2,000, something like that.
What you looking
Oh.
for, Sally?
That was a
I'm
good
looking for
month.
rubber bands, and I know I have some like you know,
Around.
ponytails.
Beth wants to know, where is Gomez?
Yeah.
I know.
She
What
looked
am I?
more
What
like
am I on Top Chat or what?
I don't
if she
know.
put it over her face, she would look more like Cousin It.
Right?
Oh, there you are.
I put the link
Yeah.
in the chat if anybody wants to come in.
I thought about doing that and looking like the girl from The Ring.
Oh,
I didn't think that would go over too well with you, though.
nope, nope, nope. No. That freaks me out. Every time I see that, I have to look the other way or close my
I know.
eyes.
I hate when they put that
Don't like
on
that.
YouTube or something. Scary videos. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I throw my headphones and I'm like, okay, I'm out of here.
Yep. Ansley says, Todd, you hit the jackpot. So happy for you.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that feeling that I'm doing okay now, so I don't have to list as hard.
So you can slack off.
Yeah, being lazy. I was lazy yesterday listening.
Well, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you just have to be a little bit. I don't want to say lazy because I know you're not lazy, but
Yeah.
slack off a little bit.
Well,
You know.
it took me till afternoon yesterday to pack everything I sold during the weekend, right?
I bet.
Yeah.
And then I had that one big truck windshield to take to FedEx.
Right.
So
So by the time you got home,
I loaded up Gwen in the car and we headed off to FedEx, and then we stopped at the Subway drive-through and we had a little picnic at the lake on the way home.
nice. See, it was all worth it. That's what I think, anyway.
So something happened yesterday.
Uh-oh.
I remember how my chair just wasn't right yesterday. I was bitching about Brandon breaking my chair. Yeah, he broke it. And because I stood up and it laid down like this, like the back
Oh my God.
went down, and then the side, there was 3 welds that broke.
Oh no.
So I started looking at chairs and I'm like, God dang, these are expensive. Plus, I don't want to get a little teeny tiny one and have it freaking break because I'm a hippo. So I went ahead and made sure that it had a good weight limit on it and stuff and started looking. And then Jonah walked through here and I'm like, hey, just so you know, since you have money, my birthday's coming up and I need a new chair. And so he went and talked to his brother and they bought me a $175 chair.
Wow.
Mother's
That's
Day, birthday.
awesome.
Yes, so
Very cute. Very cool.
I was happy. I'm like, oh yeah. So right now I'm sitting in like a kitchen chair.
Well,
That's- I took it off, Hank, because I don't like long hair. Like, it's hard. Long hair is hard. You have to have a lot of patience for that.
yeah, you do.
And I can't find my ponytails, so I'm gonna have to wait until I find my ponytails to, because I was just gonna put a few around it. It doesn't get completely messed up.
So you just
Into
have
the
the
Ziploc it goes.
you just have the one wig now.
No, I have two.
Oh, you have two wigs.
You've seen the other one.
Oh, okay.
It's blonde and it's curly.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I got it. I remember now. I just needed a refresh. Well, I'm glad that you were able to, get a chair. They were able to get you a chair, and
Yeah,
so that's good.
I was happy about that.
Sometimes
Yeah,
that,
he already welded it a couple of times. Like this is the chair that he found on a side of a road.
right.
So, I've had it for probably about a year
Mhm.
or something. So I think I got my use out of it.
Yeah.
He welded it a couple of times because the welds did break on it a couple of times, and then no.
No.
Mm.
No. I don't think I would do well with the wig.
Like
I don't know. I just don't think.
it's like saying you wouldn't do well with hair.
I rarely do well with my own hair. That's why it's in a ponytail and put up.
Yeah.
I don't know. And my hair, it's funny. It's weird how when you start putting your hair in a ponytail, it like seems to grow so much longer
Mm-hmm.
and so so much quicker and stuff. Yeah, I was combing my hair this morning. I'm like, man, this is a big old mop right here. You know,
Mine's long too.
I don't like it.
I mean, for how short I usually keep it,
Yeah,
it's long.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty long.
So
And then you always got that little curl in the front there.
I know
Oh,
it
your little
curls up.
ringlet.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Hank says I got enough hair as it is, then layer it on the top. It'll be flat out from heat stroke. Yeah, I'm thankful that I can at least do a ponytail now. So just to
I could do a little ponytail,
just to keep it out of my face. I
but
hate
I
it
don't
when
like to. I don't like to do ponytails because I end up getting a freaking headache every single time I try it.
yeah.
I'm like, this isn't gonna be worth it. Just remember. Mm.
Oh man.
I would get a toupee, but I know it would look like one of those really stupid ones. You know, the guy that he's got a little of his regular hair out the sides at the bottom, and it just doesn't match very well.
Mhm.
And you just, it's
Yeah.
kind of like when somebody else said, look at that shit, you know, and you don't want to look at that shit, but you can't help but look at it because it's just so, yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yep.
This guy that worked at the convenience store in the town we used to live in, his toupee was horrible. Didn't match his underneath hair, and it, half the time it was crooked and just, and he wore it all the time. It was like, that's his hair, you know, and should have been used to it. But every time you go in and get a soda at the convenience store, there he is. Look at that. He looks just about as weird as he always does. So,
Yeah, Shirley, I love that style. When it's short in the back, and
Longer on the front. That's kind
yeah,
of how I have mine right now. And I
um,
usually have it cut to about my chin.
mhm,
So
mm.
it's a
yeah,
couple of inches longer than I like it.
that's kind of my signature. It's a good haircut, but I don't like to have it when it's when it's cold, because my neck, and I know I can use a scarf or whatever, but yeah, I don't like to have it, and it's a monster trying to get it to grow out, in time for winter. So I'm debating. I'm debating what I'm gonna do with it. I haven't really made a decision yet.
Yeah, you would probably feel super naked, especially as long as your hair is now.
Yeah, because usually I just cut it in the back and spike it, and then this is kind of feathered a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Thank you, Hank. This is just kind of trying to wrangle it all in. I don't know. So let's see here.
I think if you have a wig or a toupee, you got to have the personality that goes with it.
True.
Like Dolly Parton wouldn't have been the same without her wigs, would she?
Nope,
Mm-mm.
not at all.
And they kind of fit her persona. But and there used to be a news announcer way back, maybe 30 years ago, that always wore different toupees, and he just did it because it was fun. He had fun with them,
Yeah.
and he made jokes about them that, you know,
I had
he
a
was
friend
kind
in
of
high school. Sorry.
he was kind of one of those Andy Rooney types that I don't give a crap what people think about me. I'm just going to be me.
You had a
Yeah.
Go
friend,
ahead,
Sally?
Sally.
I was just gonna say I had a friend in high school that she used to always she loved Dolly Parton, and one time I told her that she wore wigs, and she argued to the death with me about that. And then until I showed her, because I saw in a magazine
Mhm.
that she wore wigs. And
You crushed her dream, Sally.
yeah, I pretty much did. Like, man, you shouldn't listen to them because they're lying to you.
Remember Dolly Parton hearing someone talk behind her back one time, and they were talking about she makes herself up so trashy, and she took that as a compliment. She thought that was good because she dressed like a lady in her hometown that lady was always getting called trashy, and she thought she was like glamorous, and
That's funny.
so
So, well, thank
yeah,
you. Thank you very much.
she was like, I like the trashy look. She's talking to Johnny Carson about it. It was a funny interview.
I must like looking like trash.
Oh man.
Like my women live on the trashy side.
Yeah, that's a good
What's
song.
that song?
Okay.
The hair.
What's
I'm
up?
trying to think of it, and I can't. I can't. Come on, guys.
I don't know what song it is.
It's a country song.
Okay.
It's a '90s song.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of who it
What?
would be.
The trashy side song?
Yeah.
I don't remember how the tune goes. I remember the song, but
Who sings it?
I like my
um,
women a little on the trashy side
yeah.
with their hair something. Oh gosh. Now I gotta
And they
look
wear
at
their
it.
clothes too tight and their hair's dyed.
Yep.
Too much lipstick and too much rouge. I don't know the song, so it's Confederate Railroad.
Yeah.
I don't remember the song.
It's a good song. It's kind of catchy, you know. It's got some good lyrics and good tune. Um, yeah, Confederate Railroad. That sounds right. Oh, good song, good music. I'll put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come in.
So I didn't sleep well yesterday again.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't go to bed until it was almost noon. And I woke up at 2:30 and was like, why am I awake? I'm so exhausted. And but then a lady that I had talked to on Facebook Marketplace, she messaged me and said that she would give me $5 off of the price that I had originally asked her for
Uh-huh.
if if I would take it. It was for a steamer. And it's a Home Medics one. So it's like a $50 steamer probably. And I gave her 15 for it.
Oh, good.
So, and it works and everything. So it's one that you can extend the pole
Mhm.
to about freaking 6 foot, or you can bring it all the way down to the floor, and it has a hanger on it so that you can hang. You don't have to be holding it.
Right.
But
Cool.
yeah, I was happy about it. So we went and got that in Roscommon. I don't know why.
And then you came
I-
home and
And
did
then
you
I
go-
came home and I still didn't go to sleep because I thought, maybe if I get out and, take a drive, and
Yeah.
it was nice, except, it was like rainy.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, oh, this is going to make me tired, and no.
Huh.
So, yeah, I did not go to bed until 7 o'clock last night.
Oh my gosh. You crazy.
Don't ask me why. Bishop Pickens says, well, pardon us, son. She ain't no kid. That's a cocktail waitress in a Dolly Parton wig.
Oh, let's see.
So are you
Well-
only selling mainly video games, Todd, or are you selling other stuff too?
It's like 2/3 video games, maybe.
Mm,
I'm still selling other stuff, but
that's good.
So it's the fact that you have a lot of people probably looking at your video games, and it's creating some activity in your store, and so that's kind of pushing people to see other things that are going that you've got for sale and everything. So that's good,
yeah, I'm
bringing in other traffic.
Hi, Amelia.
Amelia.
I'm in real good shape with the sales over the deal though. Combine what I already had in my inventory for sale and
Yeah.
Mhm.
video game stuff. I hadn't listed anything but video games for 3 weeks.
Yep.
So they're just hot right now. I sold one. I've been putting the cartridge games in lots of 10,
Mhm.
the ones that aren't high dollar, and a customer yesterday bought 8 lots of them for
Wow.
$192 for 8 lots.
8 lots. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
So the one
But-
customer bought 80 games at one.
This is the
So-
thing, though. They're getting a pretty good deal
Oh yeah.
buying that many games from you.
Yeah, they really are. I'm sure some of these are for resale somewhere else, and I've had a couple of sales of them that were global shipping program too. So had a lot go to a lot of like 4 sets of 10 going to Hungary.
Wow.
Oh,
Those were Game Boy games that customer bought.
well, that's cool still.
I didn't have a lot of Game Boy games. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Lots of the NES and SNES and
Hmm.
Sega Genesis games, but not all that many cartridges for Game Boy.
I sold a pair of Fate of Glory jeans.
There you go.
Gotta love that. Good old faded glory.
So shall we talk about the topic of the show?
Sure.
What's the topic?
The topic is, what did you pass on for reselling that you should have bought?
Oh.
Like,
Mm,
I got one that I'll talk about, but y'all go ahead if you got one in mind.
I can't even think about that, Todd. I mean,
You hate to dwell on those
I
deals. but
I try not to.
I don't think they're negative. I think they're really productive, though. That boy,
Well,
next
yeah.
time I run across, whatever it is,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pass on that.
I wouldn't know what to say.
Well, for me, I think and this is just, it's not saying.
No, not the vacuums, Hank.
It's not saying what, it's a category that I've passed on, not any particular sale or anything like that, but I know that I pass on a lot of electronics. And I know that I shouldn't, but it's always that, that leery, just afraid that I'm going to get taken, or, it's
Mhm.
not going to work right. And, or, especially if it's some kind of electric, item that I don't even know how to test it. I don't have anything to test it with, that's just going to, I don't know. I just kind of see that as being a problem.
Yeah.
So that kind of tends to keep me in, I'll just stick to what I know. And
I think the latter, Hank.
Yeah, I was
Like-
wondering what's a good. It doesn't have to be a single item. It could be like, I saw a pallet at
There's a place called
somewhere, and I should have bought 'em.
Americas, Kansas.
yeah,
Americas. Okay.
There's also a town called Peculiar.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And there's Humansville.
And what?
Humansville.
Humansville?
I ain't joking.
Do humans live there?
I've been through Peculiar. I don't think I've been through Humansville. I think we drove past it, but yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. Pretty crazy. So Sally, what did you pass on that you?
I think.
I mean, I think you're a little more gutsy and would do you would purchase something.
I am. I generally think I can sell anything.
Yeah.
If I put a piece of poop in a box, I bet you I could sell it to somebody. Because there's people that stupid. Like all I'd have to do is say, oh, like take something and make a shape of Jesus or something and say, oh, look, I got a piece of poop and it has a face of Jesus in it. And I think I could sell it.
Yeah.
So when I'm yard selling and stuff, I generally don't have like a lot of money to spend. It's usually, yeah, call it a fossil. But I say, well, I'm going to take $20 and I'm going to go out and find something. So usually it's quantity. It's how much can I get for this $20? It's not usually I'm going to get this one item for $20.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it would be smarter probably to do, like a higher item that's worth $20 and then I could probably sell it for maybe 50 or 100. But like I bought stuff for very little and made 50 or 100 or more. So, I mean, you know, there's downsides to both, I think. But because, you know, on that higher dollar item, you might have to wait a little bit longer or whatever. But that's really with anything, you know, you just have to find the right person.
Right.
So I can't think of, the only thing I can think of that I passed on at a yard sale was a walkie a CB. It was like a whole setup of a CB, like a home station. And you know, and I didn't even come home and look it up because I was so mad that the guy wouldn't go lower, because I think he wanted like 50 for it.
Mhm.
And I think with what he had and what I knew at the time of prices and stuff, I think I probably could have got like $200-300 for what he had.
Mhm.
So so I mean, that's the only thing, you know, like sometimes I just don't have enough to even bargain with people. And there's people around here that, yeah, they might be ritzy or whatever, and you know, live in like really nice houses and stuff on the lake and have all these toys, but some of them are just freaking tight. Like, you know, like they have all this junk and they're trying to sell it, but then you go up there and offer them something, and they don't want to take that. You know, they are either fixed on their price, or they say, make me an offer. And you say something and they like, no, I ain't taking that. Like, well, you just told me to make you an offer.
Yeah, don't you love those folks?
That the last guy that said that to me, he was living on the lake, had all these freaking toys in his yard, you know, and everything. And he was trying, God, I can't remember what he was selling. I think it was I think he had like little power tools and stuff. And that's what Brandon was looking at, was like he had like different kinds of little saws and stuff like that. And so there was one that Brandon was interested in, and Brandon said, how much do you want for this? And he says, make me an offer. And Brandon said, I'd give you $20 for it. And the guy's like, no, this is worth blah blah blah. I can't remember what he said. And I'm like, well, I guess we're leaving, because he don't want to sell none of his stuff. So whatever.
Yeah.
So the one deal that comes to mind for me, I was at a storage unit auction,
Mhm.
and they raised the door up on a unit and said, yeah, we're not positive, but we think this lady is in jail right now.
Mm.
And it was an entire beauty shop. There was those great big hair salon chairs, you know.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh Lord, I don't want to move this furniture. That looks like it would break my back. But then, and I bid on it a little bit. I bid it up to like $250 because I saw cosmetics and stuff like that in there too, and hair dyes.
Mhm.
And I thought, man, there's not enough room at the house for this or anything like that. So I'd have to just rent this unit and sell some out of it from time to time.
Mhm.
And the unit went for about $400. But then the people who bought it, I kind of hung around and watched for a little bit. And they started pulling out brand new gift boxes of Victoria's Secret perfume sets and just brand new in the box, just box after box after box after. I bet that unit, I bet
Yeah.
those people made 10 grand off of that unit.
Wow.
And hair dyes, brand new, shampoos,
Yeah.
and all the makeup in the world, you know, just not crap stuff, just famous
Yeah.
name brand.
Hi, Karen.
I was just sitting there going, oh my God, look what I passed on. And the auctioneer and I were both standing at the door. We were watching them pull that out. And we were both just going, holy crapola. And it was just,
Just a lot of good stuff.
if you watch my video about the video game store unit, it was about that size, but the video game store stuff was in a fairly small part of that storage unit. But this thing was just cram packed,
Yeah.
front to back and stacked high, and that was a horrible feeling afterwards.
So why didn't you work on that? You know, trying to get that unit. Did you just think that was just
I think he was making
Oh.
so much excuses for himself. He was trying, you know, like,
I think I already had some stock, some stuff to sell. And then the great big chairs, I didn't know what I was going to do with them. If I, you know, if I just loaded those up and hauled those to the dump and dropped them off, then I wouldn't have had to worry about them, but and just made all that money off of the other stuff. But
yes,
Yeah.
but
I
do you
don't know.
remember? Do you
You
remember
got to
that?
think. You got to
Remember-
think quick when you're at a storage unit auction because
Mhm.
they're going to sell it, you know.
Right.
And yeah, that was just probably.
Well, I mean, even in a pinch, you could have rented another storage unit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you've done that before, you know, where you've rented the storage unit and then you just made it a, you know, you decided that, you know, you're only going to have that storage unit for the rest of the month, so you better, you know, figure out what you're doing with the rest, you know, all the stuff.
Oh, and the storage unit company that was having the auctioneer come in and sell it, they would have rented it, just re-rented it to me. You know,
Yeah.
just about 25 miles from the house, but
Right.
yeah, I'm still kind of kicking myself over that deal. I mean, you know, like the Victoria's Secret, the Christmas gift box, there'll be like a perfume and a powder and a bath set, or you know, just, and it wasn't just one of them. It was like a box of 10 of them,
Right.
and they just kept pulling out stuff like that. And jewelry, there was jewelry in there. Lots of
I'm surprised you didn't pop on, you know,
God, I should have.
on that.
But you can't always tell looking in the door what's in there.
That's true.
Yeah, that was kind of a stupid decision not to buy that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in a situation like that where, you know, like a storage. I want to say I don't even think I've ever been to like storage unit auction. I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've probably not been in that situation. So.
Yeah, the only thing that could compare with the amount of stuff like that was when they closed the Shopco here in town.
Mhm.
And I did buy some stuff at the Shopco, but They ran their store closing sale for so long that
Yeah.
it finally got picked over pretty hard by the time you can buy a whole lot for very little.
Yeah.
But just, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm at, I try to have an open mind, you know, when I'm at like yard sales. Um, Not so much, you know, thrift stores. If I feel some, you know, the thing is if I feel good about it and I feel like, yeah, I can sell that, then I usually will, you know, take a chance. Um, you know, just like those boots that I bought at the thrift store, they were $20, which was a lot to pay, but I knew I could get, you know, 150 out of them. So I think, you know, yes, that's a big investment, but you're going to make your money back. And I think that's kind of the way you have to, yeah, the way that you have to see things, you know, have to look at things.
Hank. Going back and
There,
reading Hank's comments.
there's Maggie. Good morning. Maggie, you there?
Maggie.
Can't hear
Maggie
you.
Doodle. You are muted. Turn your microphones on.
She's not muted. It doesn't say that she's muted. Make sure you're plugged in.
Oh, yeah. She's so funny.
There.
Oh, magic.
Hey.
It's magic.
Oh my God. It's been a crazy morning.
Hmm.
That's okay. You're here now. You can take a rest.
Yeah. They're
You-
putting our kitchen cabinets in,
Oh,
and they put this big utility. We bought this big utility cabinet, but it
Uh-huh.
is way too big.
oh, really?
So I'm trying to figure. I have to figure out. I want to return it. I know there's going to be like a stocking fee to return it, but there's like all the stuff that goes with it. Apparently, there's like the cabinets, and there's side panels, and there's drawers,
Oh
and
my
there's
gosh.
and all that has to be returned.
Hmm.
Can you
But
put that somewhere else?
what's that?
Could you put it somewhere
I-
else in the house?
I don't think so. It could. Wait, hold on just a second. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Michael was asking me something.
You're fine.
Yeah, I mean it's cabinetry that's goes along with all the cabinets in the kitchen. So it's these two big 90-inch. Yeah, they're just. It's just no. There's no
It's not
place
gonna
else we
work.
could put them.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to be returned. I'm not sure how all that actually works because they're huge. I don't know
Yeah.
if they send a truck to pick them up or if our contractor may take them back over. I don't know.
Hmm.
We'll figure it out. I mean, other people have worse problems, right?
That's right. That's right. So
Good
everything
morning, Hank.
other than that, everything's kind of coming along. With the
Yeah,
kitchen?
yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
good.
It's looking really good. So, yep. How's everybody doing?
We're doing good.
It's time for you to chime in on the topic of the day.
Okay. I've been kind of half listening. What's the topic of the day? I heard something about Victoria's Secret, but I ain't sharing anything about that.
Oh, okay. No.
I have a
Uh,
problem.
What's your problem?
I stood up and my leg was numb. And I had to
Uh-oh.
go outside, take my packages out, and I looked like I only had one leg probably.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like just dragging the other one behind me.
Were you sitting on it or did you have your legs crossed or something?
No, I'm sitting in this chair. It's supposed to be like, it's probably like a sitting room chair or something.
Oh,
It's wood. and
Oh.
it's like, it's got that, I don't know, it doesn't have much cushioning in it. And like, I can tell it's from the chair,
Oh gosh.
because it's like, the chair is like, or my leg is like really like hurting right there at that point. It's like from that point on, it was like numb.
Oh my gosh.
So, uh, I'll be all right.
So the topic is, what have you passed on buying that you should have for reselling, that you should have bought, but you passed on it?
Hmm.
See, it's just really hard for me because like I can't.
I've never really been offered those kinds of opportunities, honestly. Like you were talking about, right? Going into this hair salon,
Yeah,
right? You were offered.
there was a hair salon that I think the lady was arrested and stuck in jail. So every bit of the contents of a beauty shop was put into a storage unit.
He says your topic is equals regrets. See, like
Yeah.
I try not to have those kind of regrets because I'll sit there and I'll dwell on it. So if I want something, yeah, no regrets, right? You both were thinking about the same thing.
I just remember that commercial on TV
Yeah.
about the guy with the tattoo.
So yeah,
Mine actually spells it right. My tattoo
but like if
spells
you
it
went,
right.
Maggie, if you went to a book sale and they just said, well, if you buy them all, we'll sell them to you for $400. But you don't want that big a stock, or I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, there was a thing I saw on a book thing the other day. A guy who got offered like 1,500 car shop manuals for $350, and he's like,
Oh.
"Do you think I should get these?" And I'd be like, I was like, "Yeah," but then what would I do with 1,500? Where would I put them? I don't have the storage spot, but I think I would definitely go for that for like $350. But the question being, what do I regret that I haven't taken up on? I've never been offered anything on that scale, I guess. So
Yeah.
It could be a single item, like, I don't know.
I have to give it some thought over my many years of reselling.
Tattoo time.
You can't really see it, but it says
Oh.
live, die, never regret. I do have one that
Huh.
says that.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is. It is a good. I mean, it definitely makes you think about, you know.
Yeah. I mean, if I don't have enough money to buy whatever I'm trying to buy, that's like, okay, well, then that's that's the way it is, you know. I looked over, it was like probably flashing us. Yeah. So if I don't have enough money to buy that, or they're not willing to go lower, like a spider, but it's not. So, so I'm like, well, then there must be a reason why I'm not gonna buy that.
Right.
Why I don't have enough money to buy that. So I just feel like it's, there's a reason for it. And if I'm not feeling it, I won't buy it.
Yeah.
I think I more regret. I know there's lots of things I've probably passed on at yard sales and things that I could have made money on, but I tend to stay in my little narrow lane. So I guess if I had any reselling regret, it would be that but it's something I could probably turn around, right? I could venture out of my
Sure.
Yeah.
lane, but I get paralyzed by, I don't know what this is. Like I admire you, Todd, when I'm just going to buy this stuff and sort it out, or Bridget, she just buys this stuff and sorts it out. And I tend to be like, if I don't know it's going to make money for me, I don't buy it if I can't research it and look it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but actually, like,
Morning,
there's
Tom.
certain things like if you're, looking at a storage unit or whatever, all you have to do is find one thing in there that I bum crack.
Bum crack. I guess that means good morning, Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you only have to find one thing in the storage unit that's going to make you that money back. At least that one
Right.
thing. And then if you see, you have that one thing plus, all this other stuff, you're like, oh yeah, I got this in the bag,
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are almost kind of handicapped, or kind of, I don't want to call it handicapped, but like almost sabotage themselves because usually in a storage unit there's a lot of stuff. There's boxes, there's furniture, there's a bed, there's a couple of mattresses, and and I think people are kind of almost like scared with all the other stuff when they see this jewelry box, and they say, man, there could be gold in there, but man, how am I going to move all these mattresses? What am I going to do with all this other stuff? Where am I going to put that?
Right.
So I think a lot of people are kind of handicapped when they see that, because they see the whole picture, but they don't see the little, and that kind of takes over,
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like I sell video games all the time that I pick up at yard sales and stuff like that. But if I had been asked if I wanted to take all that stuff for $1,000, I probably would not have done it.
Mm.
So, and then that way, yeah, I would be handicapped myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hank. Morning, Val.
Morning,
Yeah,
Tom.
the overwhelming aspect of things can hold you back. And
Sure.
for me, you know what, that I see a lot of electronics and stuff, and I'm too afraid of them. And I know, like, one time I did buy, because it was in the box, it was still, and I took a chance on a dictaphone machine, and I sold it within, I think I bought it for $5, and I sold it within 3 days for 120.
Awesome.
But it's only because it was in the box and it was still new and wrapped and sealed. Like I don't take chances on electronics that are.
You know what I still have?
So I probably leave a lot of money on the table.
You know what I still have that I still have not tested? I don't think actually, no, that's not right. Because I think Brandon did test it for me. It's a VCR that has a handle like a boom box. Okay. So
I'm not sure what that means, a handle like a box.
When like in the 80s or whatever, I haven't cleaned this up in a while. It's been sitting there. heavy as hell. This,
That's a VCR?
yeah,
What?
Like a portable, like what are you gonna do? Put up on your shoulder and
They-
watch videos?
no. The people that were recording for news stations and stuff like that, and the reporters would go
Oh.
out and
Ah,
they would take those with them. I'm telling you, it's got to be 30 pounds.
wow.
But they would take
Hank says, why is it right there next to you? Like, yeah, I
because
always
it's like
just,
up against the wall. It's just like it's behind my chair, so I don't have to look at it. No, but like seriously, they would hook their video cameras into the VCR so that they could do playback right there
Huh.
with the tape before they did those little VHSCs.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting.
I've had that for probably about a year.
and you just haven't researched it?
Nope. Actually, whenever I did, I couldn't find any like it.
Hmm.
Duh, I should have had listed already. I probably would have sold it. But I do have a dictaphone also type thing. It's I actually sold it once and it came back to me because they said that it had a when they would do a playback, when they use, I think it was their tape that they actually used, and that's why they had a problem, because I never had a problem with it. But when they played it back, the sound was crackly or something.
Hmm.
I'm like, hello, it's freaking old, okay? But mine is a Sony, and there was no other ones like it. And I remember even Chad was trying to help me. It does.
Oh,
There's just none that has been listed or sold.
wow.
OJ says he'd look it up on Worth.
Help me figure out, like,
It doesn't have a model number on it?
If you want him to.
well, this one, let me lift it up again here and break my arm. This one is a Mitsubishi, and model number is H as in Harry, S as in Sally, dash 700, U is in umbrella, and R is in Ralph.
Yeah, just put that in the description, Sally.
I'm
freaking
gonna have to
old,
listen
okay?
today. Oh, what? Ugh. I can't do weights with this.
So it's like a portable VHS player.
Yeah, portable, if you want to call it that.
That's a
Hold it over
workout.
your head so we can see it better, Sally.
Oh my God, she's gonna hurt herself.
Oh,
She's
look at
gonna
those
look
muscles.
like yeah, no.
The best thing is I didn't pay anything for this.
Even
I
better.
found it in the dumpster.
Even better.
Wow, that is weird.
So it does work.
Huh?
It does work though.
Oh yeah.
That's right, Hank. You showed us the thing, and we're all researching. So now you have to. You've done it. You got to list it today. Yep.
I'm not putting it on my shoulder. It's a Mitsubishi.
Oh, it's a Mitsubishi, not a Sony.
Yeah, this one is a Mitsubishi. This the other one that's like a what do you call it?
Like a boombox.
No, like a
The
uh
dictaphone.
yeah. Yeah, the one that I have that's like that is it has a microphone that plugs into it,
Mhm.
and it's a desk. It's supposed to be like uh um secretary, like a
Like a
secretary,
dictation machine.
huh?
So like a dictation machine.
Yeah.
So like the secretary would
Yep.
tape it, or the whoever was talking would tape it, and then the secretary would like, yeah, it might be sold as a boat anchor. There you go. Might get more money for it. Huh?
Yeah, I see. And I wonder how much is it free shipping? No, $18 shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hell, it weighs probably 30 pounds, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just a listed, one. It's not a sold, right?
Well, you looked on WorthPoint, so it should be sold on WorthPoint.
Oh, right. Yeah, for 40 bucks though, that's crazy.
You smell that ham? You smell the ham?
I think I would sell. I think I would sell it for $40 just to get it.
Yeah.
Get it out. Just to get it out of my hair.
Oh my God, Hank.
Let's see if there's any other ones.
Hank says, here's what you do. Have naked man in a shipping uniform holding the VCR about his head, like in that movie with the dude in the boombox.
Good idea. Oh man, your little piggy, I tell you. She's so
Making
cute.
her walk on her back feet for.
Oh yeah.
Are pretty good, isn't it? Huh? Come here.
See, what's crazy is you would think that these would be, worth a little bit more because they're so old, but they're not. WorthPoint shrugged his shoulders. Yeah. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what you're trying to make me look up. I don't have a problem shipping it. No, I didn't. I don't have a broken toe. Yeah.
Oh, nothing on WorthPoint. What is what in my hand? Oh, it was a Wawa bag.
Oh.
So I thought it was a chicken upside down with his feet flailing.
Oh my gosh.
No, Michael just bought me breakfast. Oh. So the boombox VCR doesn't have a model number on it, right?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, but that's not the HS700 UR.
Yeah, it is.
That's the Mitsubishi.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
So the Mitsubishi is a portable VHS. The Sony. The Sony is like a secretarial dictation machine. And I don't have that close to me, and I know it's somewhere in my eBay room, but I can't remember where.
I see. But Jason says there's nothing on Worth Point.
No, there was one,
Ah,
and they sold it for $40,
oh,
which you think it'd be worth a little bit more than that,
I would think so.
but maybe not.
So like there's a Mitsubishi HS10 UR portable video cassette recorder VCR. It looks like boombox for $99.99.
Mm-hmm.
I would think it would be worth more than $40.
Yeah, there's this one that actually it went for parts. Is that the one you're talking about? They sold it
Oh.
for parts. And it's red.
This is one that's listed now, but it's not, it's only got like a single. Yours has like two. Mitsubishi, no, this one's in working condition, $99.99. It's for sale now.
Damn it.
It's not exactly the same.
Yeah, this only has one side that opens, actually. I think I lied. Wait. I can't remember. No, it's just the controls go all the way across the bottom of it. But it's just the one side that opens. And another thing is it has the controls like a VCR, and but it plugs into a power supply.
Good
or
morning,
plugs into the
Anamara.
wall or whatever.
Oh. So Hank says, just do parts only and see what you can get for it if you really want to just get rid of it, because otherwise you'd have
Okay.
to check every single little feature and function. But
Yeah, it was made in '83.
Wow.
or put it up for auction and see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, Bumcrack says Sally's going to have biceps like Popeye by the end of the show. I was going to say she going to look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame because she's got the bum leg and the bum arm. She's going to be walking around like a zombie here in a few minutes. Don't go outside, whatever.
I'll probably have tendonitis tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
That's a good idea, though. Maybe just put it on and let it roll for parts only and see what happens.
So there were 3 of those little red ones.
Mm-hmm.
One sold for $38, one sold for $49.95, and one sold for $49.99. But it says it's got 100% sell-through for the last 3 listings. So every one that was listed in the last year sold.
Yeah.
So I bet you could get at least, I bet you could get $50 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just wondering. I mean, I think it would be a cool VCR to just have around the house, like add to your, people that collect vintage electronics, they, if they have kids in the house or whatever, or grandkids, they can have a VCR that that works that, you know, their kids can watch movies on.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to move it.
Mm-mm.
'Cause it'd be too heavy.
Yeah, it's not like they'd haul it off into the other room or nothing.
Mm-mm.
And be like, Grandpa, I want to watch a Black Diamond movie. Yeah.
Jason says maybe someone out there has a 1983 Mitsubishi car with a hole in the dash just for that VCR.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, it's possible.
Good morning, Mike.
They thought they were fancy if they had. Hi, Jenny.
What is that?
Oh,
Is that a
that's
piece of cheese?
That's a treat.
Oh my God.
Is that a piece of cheese?
Jeez.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
he says-
my finger off.
he just says,
That's
that
what
looks
you
like a
get.
finger. I'm gonna get something.
Just take your finger. Huh.
Hi, Jenny.
Yeah.
Why you
such a
look so
pretty girl.
sad? I look so sad.
Sad, I'm smiling. I just got a piece of cheese.
You're so cute, Johnny.
She's princess.
Oh,
Princess Jenny, huh?
What she says she wants, that's what she gets.
Uh-huh.
Because she's a princess.
she's pretty girl.
If people say that cat people are crazy,
I list item, you give me cheese. That's right, Hank.
I just got this email from a buyer. It says somehow something went wrong. I don't use Gmail very often and never on eBay. My username is wrong. I have tried to pay you 3 or 4 times and it just won't work. Can you send me an invoice? It gives me her email address, a Yahoo address, and then says no invoice at eBay either. I don't know what that even means, but I'm not
Did she-
contacting her.
Did she buy something?
Yes, and didn't pay for it, so I sent a payment reminder. And I think what she's saying is her email address with eBay is a Gmail address that she doesn't use. So she wants me to send her an invoice at a Yahoo email address, which
oh,
I am not
no.
doing.
She's
Mm-mm.
to just tell her she can change that on her PayPal. Change the email address on her PayPal. I don't know if you can do that or not, but
I guess she could just change it within eBay.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, that's not on you as the
No.
seller.
no.
I mean,
You can't.
either
you
she
can't-
buys it or she don't.
You can't do anything outside of eBay, so yeah, she'll just
Yeah.
have to figure it out. Tell her to call eBay.
Yeah.
Well, my job got a little bit easier this morning
Why is that?
because yesterday they decided not to let us do self-serve food anymore. So no more donuts,
Oh,
no more roller grill, no more nachos.
wow.
So until further notice.
Yep.
And why didn't they do this right at the beginning? So stupid.
You can understand why they would with all the,
Well, of course, but why not at the
COVID
beginning,
stuff.
Todd?
I don't know,
You
because
know what I mean? Like
they're
now you have
stupid,
to
huh?
wear a mask and you can't do self-serve food. Well, what about 2 weeks ago when there was a ton of people, you know, in there doing self-serve food and they had no mask?
Right.
You know,
Yep.
it's just, yeah, a little late to the game is what I say too.
Yeah, they're saying that we haven't peaked yet, but they're looking at that. That's kind of where we're at, where we're headed is the peak.
I gotta stand up for a second.
Uh-oh.
Hope your arm's okay.
It's a little sore.
Yeah, our like convenience stores, you haven't been able to buy any of that stuff. As a matter of fact, we went the other day and you can't even serve yourself coffee at the coffee bar. They have
No.
to make you the
See?
coffee.
Yes.
And I went and I said, could I have a cup of tea? And they're like, no, they don't have any tea, just coffee.
Oh my God.
Mm.
But New Jersey, the governor came out with this big plan for reopening, which basically said, we're not ready yet. We don't know when we'll be ready yet.
Mm-hmm.
And when we are ready, this is the way it'll happen, but we have no idea when that's going to be. So basically, not really. a plan.
Yeah.
Telling you guys anything that's the truth.
So Kansas is supposed to go. I think it's May 3rd. Is our reopen date. Now she may redo that. I think she's supposed to come out. I can't remember when it is. I think it's Thursday. She's supposed to come out and say if we're going to go along with that or not. But I don't know.
Pennsylvania is opening up like golf courses and outdoor recreation facilities, stuff like that. And then I guess they'll see how that goes. No, New Jersey's not opening anything. New Jersey's opening nothing.
Yeah.
We're extended until May 15th, and then she said that she might extend it again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I kind of have feelings about both both opening it up now or waiting. I think just people are just gonna have to be, even if they do open it up, I think they're gonna have to be smart, and they're going to have to she comes out with her new reopen plan Thursday. I just think people are going to have to do the same thing whether we open up or not. We're still going to have to do the social distancing. We're still going to have to wear a mask,
Right.
if you need to. I have never, since this thing has started, I haven't worn a mask. But I'm not out. I'm only going out once a week. So,
Right.
Which, I'm not at the store every day. I'm not coming into contact with, a bunch of people all the time. So.
Oh, I did read a thing about people that wear glasses to keep their glasses from fogging up while wearing a mask.
Yeah.
You can put a piece of Kleenex like folded up by the bridge of the mask, like
Oh, that might work.
like on your nose to keep it from fogging your glasses up.
Because they do fog up.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually bought a cloth mask from Rosie. And it was $7 or $8. And that one comes with a pocket so that you could put a filter inside, which I would suggest because a regular cloth mask is like close to 0% effective.
Right.
So if you're gonna wear one, you want it to be effective.
Yeah.
And the only way that you can get a really effective one is get an N95. Which we're not supposed to be wearing because, we're not healthcare professionals.
Yeah.
Why
Why does any of this make sense to people? I don't understand it. Like, we're supposed to wear a mask to protect each other, but then they don't want us to wear the good mask because we're not healthcare professionals. Why don't they have people in the, the Ford company or whatever making masks for healthcare professionals and for regular people?
Right.
Right.
Like they said they were asking for thousands of IRS workers to come back to do essential jobs, but they must wear masks, but they must provide their own. They're not even going to provide them with masks
Oh,
to
that
wear.
would not fly with me.
No. Karen
I don't-
says that an ER doctor in the Bronx in the thick of the virus says we should start opening up. There are a lot of lower income people that need regular health care that are not getting it. I mean, and that's absolutely true.
The one thing that they did at my work, which I'm surprised that they did, but they did provide those big clear shields, the hanging shields.
Yeah, the
They,
plexiglass, whatever.
yep,
Well, that's
they
good.
have those in front of our counter now.
Yeah. Well, that's
So
good.
it's good because you can see that it gets dirty throughout the day.
Oh, I'm sure. Probably see all the spittle and
Well, when
everything else.
people
on
talk
there.
like they got 5 dicks in their mouth, they're gonna throw some phlegm here and there,
Sally.
I had a feeling that was going to come out.
God.
Mhm.
Leave it to Sally. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Rita says we had to buy our own masks. They reimbursed us, but we had to get our own. See, if that's the thing is if an employer is providing or if they're requiring you to have something, they need to be providing it.
Yeah.
That's the rule in Valerie's work.
And even
God, Hank.
Sally, you're a bad influence.
sorry. even even if my mask comes before because they're supposed to be ordering us masks
Mhm.
for work.
Mhm.
But if my mask is going to be better because I do have HEPA filters that I need to take off eBay and sorry. But I'm going to use my HEPA filter and put it in my mask.
Yeah.
So that it's effective.
Yeah.
I don't want to wear a cloth mask for no freaking reason. And I know that they're not going to give us N95s.
Right.
So
I
I'd
ordered
rather be
disposable masks, just disposable masks off of eBay. Like, I don't know, they weren't cheap. I think it was $80 for 50 of them.
yeah.
But we had cloth ones. I haven't been out. But Michael's been out with the cloth ones, and even if you wash them, it's just they get like icky
Yeah.
after you wear them. So I'd just wear it and throw it away.
It's all good, Hank.
We don't.
This is a safe space.
Yes, it is. Certainly is.
Yeah. Julie said that Dan went to Ace Hardware the other day and they made him buy a mask and wear it before going into the store.
Wow.
Yeah, you're not allowed to go into the store without one here.
Yeah, that's the executive order that my governor just put down on Friday, along with no self-serve food.
Well, that's a good thing. You don't have to do any donuts. You don't have to worry about the roller grill thing.
And she doesn't have to call Sue back.
Well, there you go. There's a silver
This-
line to
This
every
is the way
cloud.
this is the way this lady thinks, all right? Teresa calls her and tells her, So with the executive order, there's no self-serve food. So they're not allowing us to do donuts anymore. They're not allowing us to sell them anymore. She goes, "Are you firing me?"
Oh my God.
And I told Teresa, I said, "You should have said yes." Yes, I'm firing you. You lost your chance now.
Oh my gosh.
Hank says, is that the stool sitting lady or is this
No.
a different one?
Different one.
That's the lady that makes her own rules on how she makes the donuts.
Yeah. She just does whatever she wants. Like we don't have this one that's strawberry filled. We don't have this one in chocolate, but I'm gonna make it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I died when she told me about that. I thought that was hilarious.
How is Teresa doing with all this? Is she hanging in there?
Yeah, she's going on vacation in 2 weeks.
Shoot, I don't blame her.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm ready.
Is she going away somewhere?
She usually goes up to the UP, doesn't she?
She does, but she doesn't want to right now. There's nothing to do up there for her.
Yeah.
Usually she has the casino close to her and she spends a lot of time there. You know, and then she spends a lot of time at her cabin and, you know, just chills or whatever and gardens and stuff like that. But she doesn't want to take her husband with her. Which I understand.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to have that
So
time
she says
alone.
she's just gonna stay home. She's just gonna stay home, but she won't have to worry about the store. So
Yeah. I don't know. It's getting pretty crazy.
yeah, Trina's actually gonna be leaving.
What?
Yeah. She made a plan that her and her husband was going to move to the UP and live in a trailer. Live in a pool behind trailer.
Okay. So like a travel trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she already has put a down payment on it and everything. And I don't know if it'll happen or not. But I hope it does. I'm giving her well wishes.
There you
Bye.
go. Yep. Julie says, Maggie, does your grandson have a name yet?
Yes. He's Benjamin.
Such a cute name.
Our
love
little
Benjamin.
Ben. Yeah. We're excited.
It's getting closer.
And I think Ben and Emmy go together, don't you? Isn't that a great couple name?
Yeah. Yes. It is.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I haven't seen either of my boys in the flesh in almost 2 months.
I know.
Wow.
Crazy. We need to do a Zoom. We did a few Zoom meetings, but haven't had one in a while, so it might be time.
Yeah.
Because
Right,
because my older son is moving in June, so
right.
we had thought we'd be spending this time. Yeah. But it's all good.
It's all
good.
going to work out.
Yep.
Everything's going to be okay.
Yep, it will. It will. But we're just excited.
Yeah, Beth says Emmy will be older than Ben, so she can boss him around.
Right.
She got plenty of practice because she's probably already bossing AJ around.
Oh,
Oh, Grayson is being born May 4th. Oh,
I love that name.
that is a
I've-
nice, great name.
I've loved that name since Grayson Chance.
Grayson Chance. Who's that?
I know you know who knows.
I've never heard of Grayson.
That was the first person that Ellen signed under her record label 1111.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But
Oh, that
he-
was
he
gonna
was
be a
kind of like a one-hit number.
boy. My chorus director just had her first grandchild the other day, and it was a granddaughter. They didn't know ahead of time if it was going to be a boy or a girl.
Oh,
And I think they named, I have to look it up, Ilema, Illema,
oh wow.
which I never heard of, but they live in Hawaii.
Ooh.
Let me see.
Alima.
Ilema, Illima, which is a Hawaiian word for flower. And she's so cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
she's-
hearing new names. I think that's. I would if I had it to do all over again. I'd go way out there.
Would you?
I would. I would probably give them like 4 middle names or something.
Why not?
One of them being like, I don't know, gray skies or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I like old fashioned names.
Yeah.
I do too. There's this lady that works at Dollar General. She's a manager. She her name is Alice. And
Oh.
just don't hear that anymore.
No, you don't
know?
hear Alice anymore.
But
No.
she fits her name, you know. She's not she's probably only maybe 40, you know, but she does fit her name. I just love that whenever I don't know somebody's name and I haven't asked them or anything and it's never came up. And I asked Teresa, what's that guy's name? And like this morning that happened and she said his name's Steve. And I said, nope, not anymore. I will give him, I like that name, Oakley, but I also like Cambria also. Cambria was actually, Cambria is actually a place in California. It's where we used to go to camp a lot when we were kids.
Oh.
It's right by the ocean.
In northern.
And actually I was thinking of that for Jonah's name. Cambria Lynn, Cambria Rose.
Is Jonah named after somebody? Or just you just like the name?
I really like the name Jonah. And then his middle name is Jordan, and that is after my mother-in-law. She lost a baby named Jordan.
Oh.
He died of SIDS. So
Oh Lord.
He's named after one of his uncles that died.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was only like 2 weeks old.
Yeah, I like the name Oakley too.
Mm-hmm.
But Emberlyn, she totally fits that name. So
Yeah.
Oh, it's a beautiful name. It's like a name for a fairy princess.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what she looks like.
I agree.
Rita's nephew's name is Naylan King Doran,
Wow.
and her niece is Nikki Moon Doran.
Ooh, I love that. I love
Nikki
I love
Moon.
those
Nikki
Moon
Moon. Oh, wow.
and I like King, just those kind of those odd names that
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you never hear.
Hmm.
So what y'all doing today?
I am going to organize my supply area. I spent the other day going through all my stuff that's piled in this room and sorted out listable stuff and got rid of, well, I didn't get rid of, I boxed up some stuff that will go to be donated.
Hmm?
But the other half of the room is supplies that are just all over the place, packing supplies. So I'm going to organize that. That's it for me.
I have lots of organizing to do, but I'm not going to do any of it.
Alrighty then, you don't have to.
Nope.
I mean, it's better to have those electronics right at hand so you can whip them out from under your desk.
That's right.
Lift some weights.
That's right. Well,
Are
I
you
gotta.
working tonight, Sally?
Yes, I have to work again tonight. And then I have 3 off. So I need to list a little bit. But and then I'm gonna try and go to bed because I maybe got 5.5 hours sleep yesterday. So,
Oh Lord.
and I don't know why. I don't know why.
Maybe you just had something on your mind.
I don't know. It's been this week. This whole
Yeah.
week has been like this.
Yeah. Probably just something.
And everybody's like, it's only Tuesday, bitch. Calm down.
I'm like, what could have happened in 2 days?
I've been
God.
doing this since freaking Friday, whenever or when was it? Friday? Yeah.
Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. It's been like this all week. That's when my week started.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I have to go to the store. I think I'm gonna go to because I didn't go on Saturday, so. I think Saturday is. I mean, it's a good thing to go once a week, but I don't really like the fact of going on Saturday because everybody else is going to be there on
Mhm.
Saturday. So I just trying to get by with what I got, and then but I think I'm gonna have to go today and pick up some stuff. So do that. I got to walk. I've been walking. Yesterday I got 2.5 miles in.
Oh, that's
Great.
awesome.
So that was good. About killed
Are you
me.
wearing your Fitbit?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. By the time I got, and that's a long distance, but yeah. And I think I walked it in like 45 minutes. So
Wow.
I'm just like, by the time I get like 10 steps from my house, I'm like, I can't take another step. I can't do it. Help me. But and then yesterday, all after the walk, all day my legs were killing me. So, but I just gotta keep that going. I gotta keep it going. Keep it.
Yeah.
So.
Don't take a day off or you'll
I'll lose it.
I'll lose it.
It'll be over if I take a day off. So I'm just gonna
Mhm.
try and keep plugging along with it. And Yeah, I don't know what else I got going on. List. Gotta get some listing done too. So I've got so much. I got outside work to do. I've got inside work to do. But foam roll muscles afterwards. What's that?
You said you have to
So-
stretch and then foam roll your muscles afterwards, I guess.
Mhm.
I don't know what the foam roll is.
Like use one of those roller things. I think that's what she means, anyways. Like
Like
a
for
paint
painting?
roller. Yeah, but put foam on it, but put a foam roller on it, and then use it on your muscles, like your leg muscles and stuff,
Hmm.
or your arm muscles if you're lifting
Right.
VCRs.
I'm starting to have trouble getting through the fat to my muscles.
How many times I got to tell about foam rolling?
I
I never
know.
heard of foam
I-
rolling
I
your
don't
muscles.
Never
Remember
heard of
you
that.
telling me, Hank?
No.
I don't
Now
know.
I got to look at that foam rolling.
Oh, she said
Your
no.
muscles.
So what it is it then?
It's just like it looks like a pool noodle.
Okay.
But in this picture, she's actually stretched out on the floor, rolling it under her stomach. That ain't ever happening. Or on her back. Like you got to get down on the floor. Nah.
If I get down on the floor, I may not be able to get back.
Yeah, I know.
I
I
got
wouldn't
nobody
get up.
else to help me.
And I can't reach my beer.
That's right. That is right.
I
We
can't.
listen to you, Hank.
My
She
left
swears
knee,
we
the
don't.
one that I had replaced, is so stiff. It's not painful or anything, but it's so stiff. Like because I haven't been riding the bike. Can't go to the gym, so I haven't been riding the bike. I haven't been doing as much walking as I should, and I could feel it in that knee just stiffening up.
Hmm.
And it could just be that I'm freaking old. So
You're not old. You're not old. But yeah, I mean, even if I didn't have like a pool noodle or anything, I could just use that little massager and massage my leg muscles. Once I get chiropractor swears by it.
yeah, this one definitely is thicker than a noodle. It's like a big. I've seen them at the gym too.
Huh.
These rolly things.
Rolly things.
Yeah. Oh my God. And this one, she's lying on her side. Oh, no. No.
The smooth one is better for the beginning. Okay.
One with ridges that beats it. What is that? Like a.
I
Why
don't
did you
know.
buy one with ridges?
I was gonna say, is that like chips with ridges? Because I like those.
That freaking scared me. Yeah, I ain't flopping on no floor.
No, especially not with
I break something.
ridges. No.
Oh,
That sounds kinky for me.
God, I'm
Right?
funny today.
That sounds like a personal preference.
This is like the third time I made myself cry.
Hank does her front, sides, back, everything. Oh, it's
wow.
for the intense activity. Yeah. Next time I ever do intense activity, I'll think about it.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely need something for the legs because man, my muscles were screaming yesterday. What?
Val.
A French tickler? All righty there. Wow.
and so there Val took us down the path.
Hmm.
See. She's the bad one.
That reminds me of that Golden Girls episode. Do you ever see the Golden Girls episode where they're going away for the weekend, and in case they meet any gentlemen, Blanche decides they need to buy some condoms.
Yes.
So they go to the drugstore and they try to discreetly buy the the condoms. And the clerk yells, "Hey, these ladies want those extra ribbed." Oh, Hank's still pushing the noodle. Hank, I can't lay down on a mat. I would never ever get up. I just have to flop around on that mat forever.
That's right, Texas Val. You know what time it is. Oh, but yeah, so that's my plan. Hopefully everything will work out okay, and I think I'm gonna get ready and go head on to the store, get that out of the way, and then come home and get my walking done. And
I know, right, Val?
well, maybe for like
For
STDs.
disease, yeah.
Actually, there's quite a few STDs in like nursing home, assisted living type situations.
Really?
Yes, you would be amazed
Yeah.
at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's nothing else to do.
Like,
Well, you would just go into a room and you'd find Mrs. Smith on top of Mr. Pope, and going to town. And oh, I thought he was my husband. Yeah, sure, bitch.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Hank says going to work on my calendar. So next time we get on topic of foam rolling, I can prove we've discussed it before. There you go. Gotta have prove it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, put those condoms on my hand. Exactly. Those gloves on my feet and the condoms on my hand. There we go. And I'll be safe. All right, everybody. I hope everybody has a great day. We'll see you all
All right.
later.
Yep.
Hi, guys. See you tomorrow.
Have a good
Bye,
one.
everybody.
Lots of sales, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.